So, quick story of where I was several years ago. I remember walking around in my house in a state of depression, and I remember looking down at the ground probably most of the time, except for when I was trying to talk to my kids or do something in the house, looking at the carpet, thinking how much I didn't like the carpet or how dirty the floor was, or this was the everything that was wrong. And as I looked down, I tended to notice everything that was wrong. And this was part of my default wiring. And one of the ways that I noticed this as a job that I had was in quality control, I was really good at picking out those things that were wrong. I could notice those defaults. I was in a glass company and I could, I had to circle with a marker those flaws that were in the glass so that they couldn't go through the production. I was really good at noticing what was wrong. Just a body language note as well. If you find yourself constantly looking down, it could be a clue to you. Your body language is telling you what your subconscious is focused on. If you're constantly looking down, number one, it's a sign that you're looking into your emotions of your past. And number two, it's a sign that you're looking into the scarcity paradigm of things that are wrong and possibly even things that you can't control. So let's talk for a minute about what that paradigm looks like and feels like. We talked about in the first video how it feels like you're facing, if you will, imagine again that place on the beach where you are facing toward the darkness. And it feels like you're going into a confined, narrow state. Imagine like you're walking into the point of a V, so to speak. And as you continue to go further and further down that road, it becomes more and more confined. It feels more and more constricting. And those paradigms, those things that are leading you down that road are actually thoughts that we can recognize. I'll go through four of them to help you understand what those scarcity paradigms are. So first is things that we can't control. And when we're focused on our experience and looking around in our lives of things that we have no power to choose, then we feel out of control. We feel like we can't do anything about it. And that's a very limiting belief because it doesn't give us power to choose to do anything about it. All we're thinking is, oh, that's XYZ and I can't do anything about that. So therefore we feel powerless. The second thing that I'll talk about in that scarcity paradigm, that mindset, is things that we don't have. Often when we're stuck in that paradigm, our minds are reviewing, if you will, a balance sheet of I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. And we're going through an inventory of things that we don't have. So that creates more focus on what you can control and kind of spirals down into things that you are feeling that you can't have or can't be. The third thing is what you are not, the comparison trap. The comparison of looking at someone else that has the characteristics of someone that you may want to become, and then comparing yourself to where they are and saying, oh, I'm not that, I'm not that, I'm not that, I can't do. The fourth thing is, I can't do that, or all of the things that you can't do. So these four things combine, but you can't control, what you don't have, comparing yourself in what you are not and what you can't do. Those are a really limiting mindset around you being able to create the life that you desire. So if we take those four things and we flip them over into the right side, they become what you can control, what you do have, who you are, and what you can do. So how do we shift our mindset from those limiting scarcity paradigms or beliefs into those powerful positive things that are going to help us get the things that we want?